Something I need to talk to you guys about is the FC buff rotation. Basically, we will always have the heat of battle up, and then we'll be rotating between the crafting and the gathering. Sometimes we'll lose track. You'll probably get 2 gathering, crafting, or 2 crafting, whatnot. It gets mixed up. The only thing that actually is a actual set thing is on Fridays you will get the seal sweetener buff. Me and the Archdukes are actually in work getting the grade 3 buffs up and all that. Doing it in the workshop and all that, so we'll be having the more powerful buffs. I guess early in the month there's been some drama and issues going on and all of that. Just keep in mind that we're all adults. You know, we don't like hearing all drama in game as we have to deal with it in real life. Just come in, play the game, have fun. Don't start no shit. It's not really that. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are probably still clueless as to why we had to switch Discords. If you had asked one of the officers already, you know why. If you haven't, you can ask one of them and they will tell you why. What else we gotta talk about? Oh, we Monarchs had an agenda that we wanted to follow to get some more good content and all that out to you guys, whatever, events and all that. But of course IRL got in the way, so some stuff has been delayed. Don't worry about it. Still working on it, trying to get it out to you guys so you guys have time. Anyone who has applied for the Archduke position, Emperor position, we had a lot this month, so don't think we didn't forget about you guys. But throughout this whole week, we're going to be setting up like interviews, meetings with you guys, so we can talk to y'all. It's quite a bit, so it's going to take some time for us to actually decide it. We are in the works of having a new event run that'll be on Fridays. It's basically going to be called Weapon Farm Friday. We haven't worked it completely out yet, but as soon as we get more details on it, we'll tell you guys about it. What else? Oh, you know what I didn't get to do?
What?
I totally forgot to. So, as you guys know, this month we had the Field of Love competition and all of that for photos and all of that, and you guys were supposed to submit. I couldn't kind of decide who to win, so basically what I'm going to do is let all of you in here decide who won. So basically what I did is I made, if you look in Discord in general text, I made a tab on Field of Love. It has all the pictures in there of the people who submitted, and at the very bottom there is a straw poll. Go ahead in there and vote who you think won, and whoever won gets their prize.
And those who entered vote?
Yeah, right.
Yay!
Should be set to you guys only be able to vote once, so choose wisely. That's basically all I have to say. Junie, do you have anything you need to say?
I'm busy right now, but no, nothing right now.
Crit?
Nope.
Mayumi?
Bye.
No, I'm good.
You guys suck, man.
So,
Legit suck.
you literally gave me like a last minute homework, right?
I did. I'm sorry.
I did want to, excuse my raspy voice, but I did want to let everybody know we're going to be posting up a new event for next month.
Spoilers.
For,
Clear that
we're
up.
going to do a fishing event where you have to have a level 50 fisher. It's where you're going to get to go and fish your own magic bucket. It's a minion that is unique, untradeable, and we're giving you guys the whole month to get your fishers up or ask for help with, certain fish for a levy kit or, so that's going to be coming up. So if you don't have a fisher that's at least level 50, that may be something you may want to work on if you'd like to participate in that event.
So yeah, there's a fishing event coming up. So if you want to end, just let me know what I know. Spoilers in chat, in game chat. So the way spoilers work is it's for new content. We're gonna give like a 2 weeks to not say anything about it. After that, it's fair game. Old content, you can go ahead and go, but once you get up to the new content, don't say nothing about it for the 2 weeks that it came out. Don't want to spoil it for everyone and all of that. I know something just came up and it had to been talked about, but just know it's about new content, not old content. So if you're on the Realm Reborn, go ahead, just spill it out. It's hella old, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, how's it going, yeah? How many you got left?
I got a bunch left.
Shit, dude, I'm sorry, man.
If I would have said, I know I should have asked earlier, beforehand.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. Everyone who's in chat today, at the end of the meeting, we're gonna go ahead and do a raffle, basically for the motorbike on the Mog Station. So stick around, don't go anywhere.
Once I finish the games, we'll be locked in.
Let me go ahead and pause my game for a minute. Anyone who is in the meeting right now, and you're in Discord, please, if you're in the old Discord, please go back and remove yourself. We're just going to be disbanding it and getting rid of it. When did you say, Jazz? March 3rd?
Yeah, March 3rd.
But as the Monarchs and the Emperors and us, we want to know how many people didn't make it over. Some people just are away from the game or don't use Discord very often, and being able to look over and get a rough count of how many people are still left in that Discord gives us an idea and lets us be able to reach out to the people. I'm seeing a lot of names still in both, and I don't want to send someone a message who is in the new Discord telling them to come to the new Discord, so I haven't been doing anything. So it'll help us reach out to the people and try and get as many people as we can over and communicate. So it'd really help us out. If you're in the new one, just please leave the old one.
Mine, you sure you ain't got nothing to say?
Oh, why?
Wide open. Something.
Alright, did anybody got any
Fine.
questions about the Saturday night forums? Go ahead, ask that now.
You are say something more quick. So me and Jace are having our wedding renewal.
Oh, fuck off.
For
Congratulations.
Jace and his loneliness. If anyone wants an invite, please come to me or Jace. It's going to be March 1st at 7 p.m. Central.
Cool. Alright, I guess we should open up for questions and all that. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and...
Well, I mean, if it's okay, I did just set up like one new event also.
Yes. Talk about
Yes.
it.
Okay, so we're having some Throwback Thursdays on Saturday because scheduling reasons, but we don't want to get rid of the catchy name. Anyways, so the goal of it is there's a lot of old content that a lot of new people just kind of skip while going through the MSQ, and they don't really know it's there in the first place, or they unlock it and it just kind of sits there because queues can be daunting. So our goal is to kind of help people go through them. So our first one that we're kind of running through, just see how it goes, is on the 16th, I believe. That right? It's on Guild. Yeah, March 16th. Yep. We will be running through all of the Labyrinth of the Ancients Alliance raids. So if you guys want to come to that, and if we could get like 24 people to just go in and do it, like the whole 24-man FC. That would be amazing. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but it'd be cool.
What you guys doing Throwback Thursday on a Friday?
Saturday.
More scheduling things.
Oh.
It's just for the title.
Flashback.
Because school sucks. Okay.
Flashback Friday.
Flashback Friday. Ooh, yeah.
It's because if we were to
Totally
do it on Thursday, I wouldn't be able to do it
Yeah.
until like 6:30, which
Yeah.
and this thing can take like 3 hours. If
Trying to make it
Depending.
ideally for all time zones to try and come.
yeah.
So a Saturday is great.
What about send you back Saturday?
Thank you. Let's
Send it
change
back,
that name
I don't
right.
want it.
Change that back right now.
Anyway,
Um,
any questions? You guys can unmute your mics and go ahead and ask questions then.
Yeah, who's doing the whose idea was it to pick up my my idea about the weapon stuff?
I don't know.
Who's it?
I didn't know you had the idea in the first
It's
place.
Lucius.
I didn't know you had the idea in the first place. You haven't.
It was my idea. That's why I was running an anima thing.
Oh, that's fair.
wow.
Next question.
Anima.
Next
Anima.
question.
We're talking about the in-game weapon for
About actual
raiding.
Yeah.
weapons. Not
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's it,
What is
right
the
on
weapon farm? Is that animas or just kind of like
No,
dungeon running in general?
Safest is the latest, like safest for cereal will be cereal. Then those the ones that have a great understanding of Savage will see Crip about Savage like weapons. If you can't get the weapon, you'll go talk to Crip. But if you need like the cereal, you talk to me, Jess, or Ro.
Yeah, and again, it's like if you're having trouble, it's the primal. You're just getting bad groups, and your rolls suck and pugs suck. We get it. Will help.
It would not be an
If it comes
everyday
to the
Friday
Savage,
thing.
we can help absolutely, but it's not someone who just says, "Hey, I want the Savage weapon." You gotta have 9 through 11 cleared and some experience, and then yeah, I'll help you get your coffer in 12.
So basically, long story short, no one's carrying you. You need to know what you
Right.
need to do.
Like people on my static are still we're still running 12 because people on my static still need it, so it's not like we're gonna be able to give that away.
Yeah, don't
Those,
show
those, those are still weekly locked.
Yes, you
But
have to have a
You have
great
to have the
understanding.
experience to do, and if people have the experience, just that RNG will help.
My next question was, are you guys gonna be doing the Savage Sundays again?
Well, once again, like I said, some IRL stuff came up, so we had to put a hold on that.
Yeah.
So I was basically doing stuff
still TBA.
to fill in that gap. But it's coming around, but you're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, because me and Destiny want to get back into that.
I mean, you guys are more than happy as members to like make an impromptu one on Sundays when you're on. But right
But again-
now, like leadership is not hosting consistent Sunday Savages because we just can't. Not
And
right
also,
now.
what it comes back to is when we host the Savages, it's good for learning, but the point of it is to eventually clear. We're not expecting every Sunday for there to be a clear, but to learn the mechanics up to clearing. People coming, that's why the weapon thing is there, is to have better weapons, because if you're going into the Savages way under geared and way under with stats and you have no way of clearing it, then there's no, like, you can learn the mechanics, but at some point you're never going to get past the point or get past the DPS check. So we want people to come in prepared as well. So if you need to go get your primal weapons, so that way when you go into the Savage thing, because we did the Savages 3 times this tier, and we were able to teach the mechanics, but we didn't have the people to have the gear to get the clear, and it kind of died off there.
Yo, can you give me a clear?
I will also say for those RSVPing for the Wednesday and Saturday mount farms, the same guidelines apply. Like, please come in prepared. Try and know that fight. Don't come in blind because you can't expect whoever's hosting it to always like we should know the mechanics so we can teach those who don't. But we shouldn't be responsible for teaching you blind. You need to have at least looked at a YouTube tutorial of it.
Yes,
Because that's
all right,
not fair to the whole team to like fail
Yep.
constantly because you know nothing about it yet. That's not fair to everyone else.
All right, I got everything locked in, Jess.
Got all the names in.
So
I have a
pretty much, if
question.
Yes.
If we have still have time, but
Absolutely.
I was wondering how are do we like do expeditions, or how does that work? Because the only reason I'm asking is I want a broader otter, and I see you can get it from subs, but I have no clue how to do submarines with the guild workshop or anything like that.
With that, it goes. You pretty much that's what we're working on now. Pretty much, if you just talk to Jazz, and he probably can just like send out the sub and try to get it, and I have like per request.
Yeah, for the actual rank of the sub, like we haven't gotten anyone for that rank because
We deleted it.
No, hold on,
yeah, like
we
we had
we
it.
deleted it.
No, I
today.
know.
We
Like, but
deleted
I'm explaining it. Like we had it because we were hoping that someone would know everything and be able to teach other members about it, so we could all start participating in the sub. But that didn't go through. That hasn't happened yet, so we had to take that away. That's why the sub has been an inactive part of the FC. So like Ao was saying, if you talk to Jazz about it, maybe we can get the sub out. If more people get together and we try and make more cohesive knowledge for everyone about it, then maybe that can be a more proactive part of the FC.
Okay, so we don't like have someone knowledgeable about it right now.
No, not that I know of. No one's actually stepped to the plate and said like, I know everything about it. And
are there any guides? Are there any guides or anything? Because I
Jazz, but you know,
I tried to find something on Google to like teach myself, but it was mostly about airships, and I'm kind of fixated on the otter with the stuff, so I just don't know where to start.
In regards to the broader otter, how you get it is it's kind of like how you send your retainer out and it brings you back random items. Well, you send your submarine out and you send it out to a specific sector. It's listed on which one it is, and you just send it out to that specific sector. And if it brings it back, then hey, that's great. But you can get a bunch of different items, and so it's kind of just RNG if we're going to get one.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's why I told you it's gonna be per request, so we can't just send it out and everybody put in a request for it.
Okay. So I guess do any of us have like know of a written guide or something that might be able to spread some knowledge?
I can do.
Or is it like a learn by experience thing?
Well, see, the thing is with the submarines is if it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you go on Google and you kind of bring up, like, you can find what you can get at each sector. So say like right now we need deep red clusters. We can go on Google, bring up the guide that shows where we get them, and send them out to that specific sector.
What would you type in, Kissa, to get that link that you're talking about? Because I think that's one part missing. Like, I would usually type in FFXIV how to get red clusters. Like, is that how you would?
I mean, there is that one. I have one on. I worked all day, so I'm not on my computer. But I have one that I have saved to my desktop that I can go click on, and it tells me exactly where I can go to find specific items I'm looking for. And they started a form on the actual SE form site that shows, okay, it kind of goes through it, explains it a little bit, and there's a couple of different help links in the first few posts. And then once you get to the specific spot, it says, okay, you can get this sector has this sector has this. And if you know how to read the sectors, like I kind of understand a decent amount of it, you know where to send your submarines and your airships to at least try to get what you're looking for.
Okay, so is it basically like a retainer that the guild control, or what do we call it, a free company? Yeah, controls?
Yeah.
Okay, so then is it like, so is it under Jazz's control, and it's like nothing that a member ourselves do?
Well, see, no, it's pretty much like under the office control, but y'all can like help like progress stuff, like busting stuff inside. Like if you have crafting stuff, you can also like help progress some of the stuff to get better materials for like the subs and whatnot.
Right. Okay. So from my experience, Kissa's the crafter, and so I was there just as a leadership to access the ship for her to do what she was doing, which was a grade 3, like what's it called, action, whatever, and then to make an otter house for someone. So as long as someone from leadership there to help you, like it should work. But you have to be a crafter, and that's the extent of my knowledge of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a member, our only contribution can be like through crafting something.
For the
Yes.
ship, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So for progression for crafting items, in order to contribute a material, you have to be leveled up enough to be able to craft that item yourself before you can contribute it. However, you can individually contribute it, but in order to progress a craft to the next stage, you need to have 4 crafters in a party in the room.
Okay.
And see, the reason why we only have council members who send out the submarines and the airships is because it's when you send them out, they can take upwards of, say, like 36 hours.
In real time, not Eorzean.
Yeah, in actual days. Like, it takes a day and a half for you to send something out and for it to come back. So it's just easier to have, 1 or 2 people sending it out on a constant basis. So that's why members don't send out the airships and the submarines. But we're always happy to have you guys help us build stuff. If you go into the company workshop, you can always see if there's something up, and it'll tell you exactly what is needed, what's been given, and how much you need of each. And if you guys have questions on that, you can always hit me up. I mean, I love doing the workshop. As some of you guys may know, I help people with their houses if they want housing skins or, different items like that comes from the FC workshop. So I'm always free. You can always send me a message and ask me questions.
But please, please, please do not cancel out a craft that's already in the crafting thing.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to.
Oh, they don't have
even as archdukes, we don't have permission to touch any of that. So only monarchs,
Only
and
people
emperors
that do
can
are
take care.
monarchs.
Yeah, monarchs are the only ones who have control of council. Great question about the sub though, because I know it's been like a point of interest for RFC for a while. So great. Big moment because there's 50 people in this chat and there's only 28 people who voted for that Feel the Love contest. So if you go above general, find the straw poll. Vote, vote, vote. Any other questions going on for the meeting?
I've got a question.
No.
Yeah, vote for me.
No.
Go for it. What's your question?
So there's been a lot of talk in game about getting married in game, but I'm single, and who's trying to get married IRL?
Nobody.
The commitment.
Maple Story is the bachelor.
And you're the reason I'm getting stranger danger vibes.
Oh my god.
I had to chime in right there. Okay.
Yeah, anyone curious about weddings? It's spot under the Mog Station.
It's free.
Yeah, there's a free option, and you can actually pay money if you want a better, minion to give your guests. Really, that's pretty much it.
Better dress. I got my.
And a guest, the better dress. Oh, it's the same dress. You just have different options, like if you can color.
You
it
can
or
dye
not.
it, like
yeah, like if you
me
pay
and
for it, you
Mayumi
can
are
color your dress. So.
Glamour is endgame. I mean,
exactly. Like me and Mayumi are wearing the high tier dresses actually right now.
So any other games questions or FC questions?
How come Jazz won't play Apex Legends with me?
That's not an FC question.
Because he sucked at Apex Legends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway, Janai,
Big Bark.
go ahead and roll for the map.
Alright, let's go.
How do we do this?
Luna,
I
I've
want to
missed
bike.
you.
Alright, I'm rolling now.
How do I roll?
It's
already
generated.
No, I'm rolling.
Okay.
And
I do nothing.
It's Sazanami.
Congratulations.
The insane timing on that.
What?
Yeah,
Sazanami wins. You win
Yeah.
bike.
Yep, we just rolled for a mount and Sazanami won.
Yay, Saza!
Congrats.
I already
Say
own the
something so we
bike.
know that you're there.
Saza?
You already
do it
own
first.
this bike.
You get the
Yeah.
bikes
He's
from
in here.
the Final Fantasy VII bike.
Kaza, can you unmute your mic so we know that you are here, or type something in general chat letting us know that you.
Oh, he has been.
He is.
I'm
Luna,
I was
it's supposed to
typing
be
the
Jazz.
FB chat.
He's ignoring me.
Cool. Congrats, Saza.
He always ignores me.
Because he's full of shit.
So, no more
Breaking my
questions,
heart.
Saza. I will. Get in
Yes,
touch with you
Jazz. I
after
asked
this.
you a question.
I am so
Answer
glad.
it.
Done with Braylon.
So let's try this again. Any other questions, guys? Let me go ahead and hit that mute button on her real quick.
Actually, what is that? What is that thing that's been Saturdays? I heard.
The Throwback Thursday, except on Saturday.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's just running old stuff. Because
Jazz is the
nobody
only one
runs
ignoring it, so.
One question.
He has
Have you
commitment
guys
here.
voted
Just sits there
for
in people's
Paris
journals
Extra Painter?
Wait. Someone had a question.
All right, hold on. We got
Hey
a
guys,
serious
real
question.
question going
Yeah, we
on.
had a real
Hang on.
question.
Did we have a real question?
Yeah.
Yes, we got two actually.
Wait, what they
I voted for Destiny and Luce.
All right, somebody said, is it possible to let more people to able to accept FC applications?
Oh shit! You know what? That's right. I was supposed to talk about that. Good looks.
God damn it, Jazz.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that message. I feel like an idiot. I looked at it today too when I was writing shit down, and I didn't even write it. So here's the thing with the FC application, right? The whole office of the whole council is we're getting messages about certain people to not let into the FC. So that's the reason why we are not letting everyone accept applications, because in the possibility that that person that we're not letting in happens to make it in. We've already had one of those instances happen, but it solved itself.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. But down the line, yeah, we will let you guys accept them. But know that if it becomes a problem, it's going to be changed back.
I actually have a question kind of regarding that. Kind of a general question to anyone. I'm having problems blocking people that I'm not in a party or friends with. So like if I'm on a hunt and someone's really pulling and I hate them for it and I want to block them, I can't doing a search and doing right click. Is anyone else having that same issue in the game? Or is it just my game being a brat?
Use a caution.
It's
probably your game.
Let's test it out. Let me try and block this random person.
Because like if I was in like an alliance raid with them, it's easy. I can go down to social tab, contacts, and do it that way. But when I'm not in a party with them, that makes it hard to block. So I was just asking, anyone else had that issue? Because I am.
I don't even know how to block.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
Have you tried
dodging?
dodging?
If you go to the bottom
Have
where
you tried
social tab
thrusting?
is, and you do contacts, anyone that you were recently in a party with, you can click them and do add to blacklist. But that's only if they're in a party or like a friend of yours under your like friends list. But I don't want to friend someone just so I can block them. That's real douchey.
That's the only way it must be done. Then so
Do it
be
anyway.
Add to blacklist isn't in their name in the chat box.
They die. They die.
Yeah, they changed that recently.
Alright, that was a big question. So.
Fucking hate you guys.
Oh wait,
I
my
have a
was-
question on
wait,
blocking. How do you block
Wait.
Eureka?
Jazz, when are you gonna marry Cinna? When are you gonna marry Cinna?
Eureka was a mistake.
When are you gonna marry our fallen queen?
Wait, did anyone
Hold
see
on,
that?
I got you, Jazz. When she come back
When she comes back to the FC is when it'll happen.
Jazz,
anyone
you
see
know
that
that's too long
submersible
away.
info thread?
Well, I guess that marriage is gonna be too long away.
Jazz, I don't want to hear you complaining about me
So-
like not going with you again.
If there are no more questions.
Wait,
Jazz,
no,
you haven't given me a real answer. I mean, you proposed the other
going
night,
back
and
on
now
mute,
you're
by the way.
ignoring me.
Anyway, if there is any more, if there are any more questions, if there is no more questions, we're gonna go ahead and.
I have a real question.
Okay.
Did anyone see that link from the submersibles? Was that the right link?
Oh, you know what? Let me grab that before this fucking chat just insane.
I'm gonna paste it again.
Yeah.
Because I had
You
one.
guys to vote.
for
There's a
airship.
tie going on right now.
I already voted.
Yeah.
I'm about to
I know.
Y'all need to vote for me and Destiny.
There is a
Vote
tie
for
going
Destiny
on,
and
so if
Lucius.
you
That
haven't
shit's cute as
voted, I
fuck.
seriously do need you to vote because you gotta break the tie. You gotta break it.
What do we get out of for voting?
But I'm in the palace right now. I can't vote.
I'm giving you guys power to vote for who wins this.
I'm counting on you.
It's under the Field of Love tab, which is above General, at the very top
that-
of our Discord. Very easy. Click it.
I can confirm that the link does
Oh
work.
my god, there's still a tie. It's getting worse.
I'm going to message you code and you do that.
To be fair, because I already won at 33. You're the ones at 31.
Am I going to become
Nope.
a tiebreaker?
There it is.
Alright, meeting's
Nope, tie's
over.
still
Appreciate
there.
everyone coming out, and see you guys next month.
Bye guys.
I gotta wait a whole nother
Later.
fucking month for one of these.
Now you all can unmute your mic.
Who
Jazz,
wins?
You're
I
breaking
love
my
you.
heart, Jazz.
Pause the chatter.
I'll see you all at random points
gonna
when I'm
die
playing Final
soon.
Fantasy.
Alright.
My heart can't handle it.
Alright, Jenkins, roll out.
But you won.
Jazz, my heart.
She found